I beatbox, you should too. It is a bold statement, but I wouldn't be here unless I believe that it's a true one. Tonight, or today, I would like to share a story with you. My story about, well, beatboxing. Specifically, what it brought to my life, what it brings to my life, and what it can bring into yours. But first of all, let me tell you a little something about what beatboxing actually is. Now, by this, I don't mean to give you the stereotypical answer you can find on YouTube or Instagram about how beatboxing is a way to exalt the human creative soul. But a very simple yet truthful explanation. That being that beatboxing is fun. I mean, yes, it is true that it's a great way to express your creativity, emotions, but above all, it is fun. And it's the best weapon in our arsenal against the most common and terrifying of enemies, boredom. Imagine you're in a car, on your way to work, to school, and you have your turn signal turned on. Now, most people hear this sound, you're bored and annoyed, the same thing every day. But when I hear this, I'm neither bored nor annoyed. All I hear is a pretty nice beat. Suddenly, this annoying, repetitive, strange sound becomes something I enjoy. And no longer, when I'm stuck in traffic, do I find this as a negative part of my day, but as a positive part. And it's moments like these which make me love beatboxing more and more every day, as just by myself, with my mouth, I have the ability to turn small, minute annoyances during my day into something fun. However, let's turn the clock back a few years. Now, if I was a few years ago, I'd pretend like this. Kind of hard to understand. See, when I was younger, I had big problems with speaking. I mean, I spoke too fast, I mumbled, I stuttered, and I just tried to say too many things at the same time. And yes, it was extremely annoying not to be able to express myself in a better way. People constantly asked me to slow down, to repeat myself, and overall speak, actual words. But that was only until I started beatboxing. Now, of course, at the time, I did not realize that making odd and most of the time annoying sound would help my speech, but at least I finally found something that my super fast speaking pace and my constant and annoying stutter was actually good for. And I loved it. Every single free moment I had, I spent beatboxing. It didn't matter if it was on my way to school, at home, in class, making my friends uncomfortable. But then something happened. As the dumb noise aspect of beatboxing dropped and the awesome grew, I slowly realized I no longer had issues with pacing while speaking. I no longer mumbled or stuttered. I could, speak actual words. The thing is that as I learned to control my pace, my rhythm, my articulation, beatboxing, it just naturally transitioned into my normal speech, which I'm grateful for and which enables me to be here today and talk to you about this strange hobby of mine. Now, this brings me back to the bold statement I made at the beginning. I beatbox, you should too. See, beatboxing helped me to find more enjoyment in my life and improve my speech. But it has the ability to improve everybody's speech and everybody's day the same way it did to me. Let's say that you're on your way to give a presentation. I don't know, at school, at work, or a TEDx talk. You're in the car, backstage, drop a few beats. Just relax, have a fun. Not only will this allow you to control your words better, so that when you walk on stage, you will feel more comfortable, but it will just relax you. And when you're relaxed, you walk on the stage and you can find enjoyment with being with others. Ask anybody backstage. For the past 30 minutes, anything you can hear from me or just inhuman noises? Now, of course, I can't guarantee that by beatboxing you'll turn into the next Martin Luther King and you'll give speeches that will change the world. I can't. But what I can say is that if you do beatbox and you do let yourself go, you will find more enjoyment. It's like sports. You would also stretch before going for a run. It makes running more enjoyable and less painful afterwards. The same can be applied to speaking. Why don't people stretch their mouths, their tongue, their throats before going to give a speech or presentation? It makes it more enjoyable and, well, less painful afterwards. Now, I know what most of you are sitting there thinking, but William, I can't beatbox. Well, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove you wrong. To be exact, I'm going to prove you wrong with 3 letters, B, T, K. Now, everybody repeat after me, B, T, K. B, T, K. So far, so good. All right, now take away the vocalization, take away the voice. Just have p, t, k, p, t, k. Nice, all right. Now the final step, take away the breathing. Take away all the voice and just have the basic phonetic sound, just the Nice. All right, now let's get a little jam going. Just keep BTKing. Keep it going. Good, give it a round of applause. That was nice. Good job. So, beatboxing comes in many forms. I've been practicing it for many, many years, so I can do a large variety of odd and unnerving sounds. But just because you can't make those sounds doesn't mean you can't beatbox, because obviously you just have. So, beatboxing is a great way to make a bad situation better. It's something that makes your day more brighter. It's something that helps you speak, and it's something anybody can do anywhere. Even though I don't recommend some places, it can get a little bit awkward, like at a meeting at work, dentist appointment, funeral. But if there's one thing that I hope that I managed to convey to you in this talk, is that beatboxing is fun. And fun is something we all need a little of in our life. But just before I leave the stage, I'm going to give you all a small sneak peek of how some of you may sound in the near future. Thank you.